On which angle are you talking about?
I'm saying the language of God. Doesn't God have a language?
If I speak the God's language now, you will not understand it.
Me?
Yes.
You speak it, let me hear if I cannot understand.
For example, now, if I want to ask God for this cup,
Yeah.
and I don't want people around me to know what I'm saying, I can just say, God understood what I said.
Okay. So
Because I was not speaking to human being, they can't understand it.
Yeah.
But I said, and he that I spoke to understood what I said.
yeah.
And he replies me.
So when he speaks to you, he's gonna speak to you in tongues? Or
That's-
does God speak to you in tongues?
That's another version. Because he
Oh, you see, when you see
okay,
tongues,
the way he speaks to me, sometimes he speaks to me with his voice, sometimes he speaks to me by giving me visions, and I see things.
Hey! Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. So this is one of the greatest madness or foolishness and nonsense that I've never heard in Christianity. So now God has a language that he used to speak to human beings, and human beings, these so-called prophets, they will reply. If somebody wants to tell God something that he doesn't want any people to understand, just say, this is God language. You see, I really like the question of that journalist to that man. So this is I'm very sorry for people who listen to this kind of nonsense. This kind of nonsense. Somebody will pray, talk to God in a language he himself he does not understand. That you yourself, you don't even understand what it means, and you are pretending talking to God. Those of you that are listening to this kind of things, this kind of lies, this kind of confusions, that spirit of confusion that is confusing the world, go away from this kind of teaching. The Bible is very clear. When it comes to talking to God, you speak to God in your own language. You speak to God in the language, your mother tongue. You speak to God in your native language. You speak to God in any language you understand, which is human language, not an invented language. Even when angels come to talk to men, they don't use angelic languages. They use human being languages for them to be understood, for them to be clearly, understood by men. When an angel came to Peter when he removed him from the prison. He spoke to him in a language, his local language, is the language that Peter could understand. Angels, even God himself, can never come to you and speak to you in a language that you don't understand. Yeah. Even when it comes to tongues, or what we call the gift of the tongues, speaking in tongues. When somebody receives a tongues, he will speak the tongue. Okay? And the meaning of that tongue, the interpretation of that tongue, will be in the language that makes sense to people that are listening to that tongue. In any given tongue, any given spiritual tongues, that is called the gift of tongues, speaking in tongues. God will give interpretation, the gift of interpretation, and that interpretation will not be a mystery, will be in the language that people that are here can understand to be edified. That's very simple. The Christian faith is very simple. So I'm very surprised. This is very confusing. So those of you that are used to listen to this kind of lies and corruption, I would just advise you to go away from it. To go away from it. Okay? God bless you.